Hi, it's Megan Lowe again. Today we're going to do a couple of stretches that are intended for our quadratus lumborum. So the first thing we're going to do is the runner's stretch, and the second one we're going to do is the crisscross stretch. Both target muscles, like I said, quadratus lumborum. The breath is the same for both. We're going to inhale and exhale pretty normally. When you inhale, you're going to focus on any areas where you're feeling tension, and when you exhale, you're going to try to chase those away or release that tension. The purpose for both of these is to create hip and lower back articulation. We don't focus a whole lot on that, and I always have hip problems, so it's always great to learn new stretches for these. So the first one, the runner stretch, we're going to have the leg out front. So I've got my right leg out front, and I've got my left leg bent, and my foot is at my knee. So the first thing we're going to do here, inhale, exhale, we're going over this side. So I'm over the long leg. Breathing in, breathing out, dropping my head. Feeling some of that tension and even the hamstring, low back, hip. I'm just trying to breathe that out. Then I'm going to come up, slowly roll up. I'm going to put my right foot that was out bent. Sorry, I'm just going to fix the camera here a little bit. That right foot that was out bent, I'm just bringing it in to match the other foot. So I'm heel, toe, heel, right in front of that foot, and then toe. It's like a long line of foot. The first thing we're going to do, breathe in, breathe out, and release over the front. Breathing normally again. And then without moving up, we're going to rotate over the left knee that was the knee that's been bent the whole time, and we're pushing down on the outside knee. So I'm trying to really get some space in my hip flexor here, in my side body. Again, we're holding on most of these stretches for about 30 seconds, really getting the most out of them. All right, so we're going to do that again on the other side. So now left leg out front, right foot into my knee, bending over to the left side. I tend to seize up or squeeze my quads when I try to stretch, which is actually, I guess, really common. So I just try to remind myself when I exhale to really release that quad. And my butt, I squeeze a lot too when I'm stretching. I guess it's a preventative measure, but not helpful to stretching. So same thing, bring this one in. This should now be the front foot. The left should be in the front. We're going over the front. About 30 seconds. So we're going over the side. We're now pushing the left hip open. Okay, moving on to our next set of stretches. So we're going to be stretching our hip flexors in this one. So the target muscles are the hip flexors for both. The breath pattern is the same it has been. So we're breathing in, thinking about that tension, breathing out, and releasing the tension. And the purpose is to release the lumbar spine by stretching the hip flexors, and then we're going to do it with a twist, and that's just to really extend what we're doing in the first stretch, in this hip flexor stretch. So first we're going to start off by kneeling, and then we're going to put one leg in front. I choose to do my right. So we are pushing really into this front knee and releasing the hip flexor on one side. Really pushing that hip flexor into the floor. Breathing, breathing. So then I'm going down over this foot. I'm going to put my same hand down as the leg that's in front, lifting the opposite arm is up. They work in opposition to one another, so my hip and my hand at the top are working in opposition. We're going to do an arm circle. So the arm's going to circle. Exhale to the bottom. Inhale to the top. Exhale to the bottom. Inhale to the top. Exhale to the bottom. Inhale to the top. And we're holding this for 30 seconds. And then coming back, bringing this front leg back in. And this should be easier for you to see on this side. I should have turned around the first time. Putting the left leg out, pushing the right hip flexor down to the floor. Really pushing in there. So same hand, my left hand that is going to go down next to my left foot. My right hand is going up. Again, the counterbalance, so my right hand is up and my right hip is pushing into the floor. Same thing, we're going to circle. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Do this a couple more times. And hold it. And then we release it a bit. All right. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.